Hello, we are redware.com and we're pleased today to demonstrate to you our XERO connector for Dynamics 365 CRM. We also do Sage 50 in the UK and QuickBooks Online, so please go to our website and see related videos if you're interested in those. We've got here three things. We have our software, which is desktop software. It sits on your Windows machine and it runs every 15 minutes or so to synchronize the data. We have CRM in the cloud. It also works on premise. And we have XERO. In this case, we just got a little demo company in XERO, but obviously we can connect to any your real XERO version. So let's have a quick look. If you're unfamiliar with CRM, this is an invoice. We have an invoice here. I've partially created it. So we've got one calculator going out at £9.50. And if I add another product, I'll add a laminator pouch. I'll add two of those at £11.40. So we've got a total invoice here of £32.30. And we're leaving the VAT off, by the way, and we're going to let XERO calculate the VAT, although there are options for that if you want to do it inside CRM. So in order to send it through, we're just going to set this status reason up here. Every entity in CRM has a status reason. We add one called create an account, and that tells the software, that's the trigger for it to send it over to XERO. Now here's our software. Normally this will just run in the background automatically, but what we're doing here, we're just showing it to you interactively for the demo. And what it's going to do is it's going to look and it's going to create the customer, going to create the products if it needs to, calculate the VAT, and push this thing through into XERO. And of course, if you've got 10, 15, 20 of these invoices set up, it'll do all 20 in one go, and typically it runs every 5 minutes or so. So if we look at the messages, we can see that it's uploaded into XERO, and it's going to be, we can just pop over to XERO and have a look at that invoice. So here's XERO. If we look at the sales, and if we look at, in this case, we've sent the invoice through already authorized, but that's configurable. And if you look here at this invoice, we can see we've got a calculator gone through and two laminates, total of £32.30, and it's calculated the VAT. It's pushed through the account with all those addresses and so on, and it's also pushed through the products. Now there's many configuration options that you can pursue, but basically that's the standard software pushing through invoices from CRM into XERO and calculating VAT if you like. The other thing you can see, and we've got other videos, but if you pay off the invoice within XERO, it will synchronize the outstanding amount for you and flag this as fully paid when it's fully paid. So it's doing that. Also on the actual account itself, it will update the balance on the account again every 5 to 15 minutes or so, so that you can see how much is on the account. Now there's one other quick feature that I'd like to show you, but you can see more details. We've got more videos. We have something called a transaction manager. So let's say, for the sake of argument, we wanted these three to have a little membership invoice. I've created a bit of workflow here that interacts with our sort of billing engine to create the three records there for membership. And then if we look back at our connector and look at the transactions, we can see these three transactions. And if I highlight those and upload, it's going to create three invoices. So this is a sort of extra part to the product, and it will show you invoice sort of speedy invoice creation from your systems, if you're a membership system or something similar. So if we look at the invoices again and look at them here, you'll see now we've got a little invoice here for annual membership. So again, there's more details on more videos. There's more videos to see. And finally, what you can do also is you could migrate all your customers, for example, either from CRM into XERO or from XERO into CRM. So you can do all that data migration on your customers and your products, and even your invoices when you start. So that's the system. It's got data migration of your customers and products. Either way, it can push an invoice from CRM into XERO, automatically creating the customers and products along the way, and also it's tracking your outstanding amount on each invoice and the balance of the customer to give you some rudimentary credit control. So that's our system. Please go to redware.com and take a look further. You can purchase it on subscription and or speak to your reseller if you've got a more complex requirement. Thank you for listening.